guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to my channel. Today I am very excited to share this video with you guys because it's a collab. I haven't done a collab in a very long time, but this is a video in collaboration with MsGryphi or Dawn. She is a fantastic builder, super sweet person. I've met her in person quite a few times now. And I love the way she builds and furnishes, and it worked out really well because I approached her because so many of you guys tweeted at me and were like, I really want to see this collab. We've collabed in the past before, but it's been a while. And one that really stuck out to me is somebody tweeted at me and was like, all I want for Christmas is a MsGryphi MsGryphi collab. So of course I sent that over to Dawn, and here we are. I thought it worked out really well because I was thinking I prefer building houses, and I think she's really good at building as well, like really good. Her houses are stunning, but I think she's better at interiors than I am. So I asked her like if she had a preference, and she was like, oh, I'd love to do the interior. So it worked out perfectly. So we both got to do the part that we enjoy the most. And it's a really weird shaped house. I hope she had fun trying to figure this out because I built this just having fun with it, thinking maybe this will be the house that we can collab on, maybe not. Let's see what she thinks of it because it's funny shaped on the inside. It's a very strange shaped house. That's just kind of what happens with A-frame houses. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to furnish that. So I'm excited to see what she does with it. I will have links down below to her channel as well as her half of the collab. Of course, if you don't already know her, please check out her content. And of course, if you're coming over from MsGryphi's channel and this is your first time finding me, hi, I'm Tanya. I do a ton of builds here on the channel a couple of times a week, usually more than that. I specialize in tiny homes, which we affectionately call the squish here on the channel. So if you're interested in that and a variety of other stuff, because I do pretty much anything that sounds fun in the moment, but I definitely do quite a few tiny homes, it's just a lot of those. You should definitely stick around. You can click that subscribe button and join our little family. I'd love to have you guys join us. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, introductions, explaining everything, we're into this house and it's coming together pretty quickly because I'm not doing the interior, so this didn't take that long. I don't know how this video is so long considering I didn't touch the interior, but it somehow is, and I had a lot of fun making the outside look really cute. I did use some rocks from the Show Live Edit Objects cheat. I actually used quite a bit from that cheat. That's one of my favorite things in the game, is to use stuff that is hidden away and free and like just fits into the world so nicely. And this is built on the hind quarter hideaway lot in Brindleton Bay in the backwoodsy area. I thought that would be a cozy, nice place to put this little winter A-frame cottage because I definitely wanted to build something winter inspired as our collab because of the time of year it is and that particular tweet asking for a Christmas present. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. I've been trying to do some more Christmassy and wintry builds lately. I think I have 1 or 2 more, maybe 3 more coming before the holiday, which is crazy because it's right around the corner. So we'll see what happens. At least 1 more. I can promise that. It's been a busy time of year, but we're just figuring out upstairs. I wanted to make sure we had at least 1 dormer up there so we could have some windows on the front of the house. And the upstairs is the weird shaped part. I have no idea what she's going to do with it because there's just a really long hallway in the front, and that's the main entrance to the house. So it's going to be an interesting one. I can't wait to see how this is figured out. It's definitely going to be a fun floor plan, I think. But anyway, most of this actual build, you're going to be just seeing me doing a bunch of landscaping since I couldn't touch the interior. And I wanted to make sure that there were activities to do outside. If you are playing in this house in a different season other than winter, of course you could definitely do anything you want in the winter, but your Sims might freeze to death, so might not be the best idea. But I do end up in a little while fully landscaping the lot and adding a bonfire, a picnic table, like a beekeeping box, and some planters, I believe. So there's quite a few things outside for your Sims to go ahead and do. And then there's the front balcony you can see right here, and then there's one off to the side as well. I don't think I put anything on them, but it's definitely a space you can place down items if you'd like to for your Sims, whatever Sims you have in mind. And for all I know, MsGryphi might have put things on those balconies. I'm very excited to find out. I'm also very curious if this is going to be like a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom house. If it's more than 3 bedrooms, I'm going to be so impressed because I have no idea how that would work in this house. I'm not even sure how the upstairs is going to be used, but I will see that shortly because as soon as this video goes live, so will hers, and I will check it out. But currently, what you're seeing on screen is me being incredibly indecisive because I cannot decide what fence I want, what color I want the stairs to be, if there should be columns in the front, what color the awning should be, which door to use, and I change it many, 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 many times, and I did cut out some of it. But there's still a lot of footage in here of that. So that kind of shows how many changes I made. I did originally think I was going to use this door from base game. And we did end up using a base game door. But I used a single tile one. And I put 2 of them next to each other. And I just thought it was a little bit different. Because it's not a door I ever use. And sometimes it's nice to just switch it up and use items you don't use that often. I think it makes builds look nicer. Because you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot that door existed. Because I feel like some of the doors we've gotten, or a majority of the items and objects we've gotten after base game with expansions are so much nicer in texture than some of the base game stuff. But then there's base game items you never use anymore. So every once in a while it's kind of refreshing because you have like that favorite door from like Cats and Dogs or Seasons and you use it all the time. So it's nice to change it up sometimes. So this is the base game doors we ended up using. I think it came out pretty cute. And here we are just fiddling with the floor plan because I was having trouble combining the rooms at first. I wanted to just delete the walls and it was like, no, now it's outside. So I just kind of expanded it into one big room up there. And as you can see, it's a great shape. Yeah. I have no idea what it's going to be, but it's going to be a challenge. Also, if you guys would like to try and furnish this at some point, my version will be on the gallery, just the shell of it as you see it in this video. Or you can go ahead and get the furnished version off of Simlici's gallery as well. So either one should be available for you guys. But I think that's it for the inside because I'm not going to touch it. And here in the front, we are deciding to use this more industrial looking railing and fence, which I thought looked really nice because I did look at some inspiration for this house. It's not like the same shape as any house I looked at, but I was like, what kind of like fencing would look nice in this? Because I thought the wood one was a little bit too thick. And I was like, oh, the metal one looks kind of cool. I really like the combination of styles this home ended up being. So I hope you guys do like it too. And now we're finally getting on into the landscaping I mentioned over here, where we're going to have a bunch of different activities for your Sims to do shortly. But we're having lots of plants first because I like to make it look very lush and like it fits into its surroundings. I believe I grabbed one of the trees that fell down, like one of the logs that's just laying on the ground, and put it over there. But at first I tried to put these little planters up here and they stayed there for a little while, but I was like, no, I don't like those. So I got rid of those in the end, but I don't remember how long they stay there. But we're just searching through Show Live Edit Objects, trying to find some cute plants to place down. That's definitely my favorite category in there is that log I had mentioned. So we're just placing that over in the yard area. And then we're going to continue to place so many plants, lots of grass, lots of purple flowers, and do some terrain painting as well. I went a little crazy over here, but I really like how it came out, and I don't think it's too over the top, but you guys can let me know. I just really enjoy landscaping, so sometimes I'm just like, okay, everything will be overgrown, which maybe isn't the best thing for every house, but I think it worked really well for this house since it's kind of in the backwoods of Brindleton Bay and the, you know, hidden away in the trees. So I figured like overgrown with plants made sense here. I also use this red tree, which is from Get Together. It's in the Show Live Edit Objects cheat. And I don't think I've ever used it before. And I thought it looked so pretty. Of course, all of my screenshots and stuff are in the winter time. So that tree is very much dead. But it looks so pretty other times of year. I think it looks really nice, and it's definitely a tree I've never used before. A bright red tree is just so pretty. Like, I don't know what kind of tree that is, but I like it. And I think this house looks really, really pretty in the winter. Brindleton Bay just looks stunning in the winter to begin with, because Brindleton Bay, if you didn't know, is based off of New England, which is a section of the United States. I know sometimes I get comments confused thinking New England is somewhere in England, but New England is like the northeastern section of the United States, and it's where I'm from. So I love Brindleton Bay because it looks just like home, and I think it's so cool. So I love building things in the winter here. When I'm going to build something in the winter, it's either going to be in Brindleton Bay or Windenburg. And I quite enjoy both of those worlds for that time of year or those seasons. But we're still doing terrain paint here, trying to make it look a little bit more realistic, having dirt under the trees and all the plants. It's all going to get covered in snow, but I wanted to make sure it would look good no matter what season you were in or if it was currently snowing or not. And then we're figuring out how we're going to paint the house. It ends up being pretty simple. It's mostly just a dark brown color in the end, which I thought looked really cozy. And I don't know, it just, when I think of Christmas cabins, which isn't really a cabin, but like, I just think of dark browns, and that's kind of the vibe I was going for, so that's what we went with in the end. I'm overall really happy how this house came out on the exterior. If you'd like to see how it's furnished, I encourage you to go over to Simlici's channel. I'll have a link down below to her channel and to her video so you can see how the house came out. I can't wait to see it myself. Make sure you also go and subscribe to her. She is fantastic. And if you're new here and you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I'd love to have you guys join our family. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots and have a wonderful holiday season. Bye guys.